What's poppin', my niggas? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade. Growing Up Hip Hop Season 5, Episode 7. I gotta let y'all know that I got some piping hot behind the scenes tea on tonight's video, and for Power, and for Real Housewives of Atlanta this week. So make sure you tune in to each of my reviews, because I got some piping hot tea, some receipts, all of that good shit. I come with facts, not fiction, all right? Okay, so on tonight's behind the scenes tea, I just so happened to go on Egypt's IG page 2 weeks ago because I missed last week's review. And another thing, if I don't post a review, you guys, that does not mean I'm not posting reviews ever again on the show. I just simply missed a week last week. I was tired. I didn't feel like doing one. So for future references, if I don't drop a review that same night or the next day, it won't be up. Don't bother me about it. I'll let you know if I decide to not review a show. But anywho, back to tonight's review. So I went on her page, and then I doubled over to no, it was on her page. Sam did a video for his song. And you know, we've never heard any of his music. So I click on the video, child. Oh God. My eyes and my ears were accosted, Jesus. It was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. She done put all her eggs in this basket, bitch. Just throw the whole basket away. Here's the video, y'all. Who Jesus is cringy.
Y'all niggas can do. Being ripped through the wild in return for proof. I've been solid since the start, and I wish y'all knew. Respected by icons, cause I kept it true. Now who is you? Talking, spreading dirt on my name. Who is you? Judging me, you part of the blame. Well, now we cool. I guess it's just a part of the fame. Just the words under the rug while I harness the pain. Now who's next? Who's ready to take a swing on me? I'm the same nigga as in, just on TV. You could catch me in the streets, all I keep is heat. Get your whole mindset with the mic and the beat. Something from the trenches raised off OPP. Eminem, Rakim, and Run DMC. You can come see me if you seek MC. I grew up hip hop, that's why they can't be me. I'm gone.
Go on with your 80s flow. Nigga need to be a part of Full Force. Okay. I don't know who behind that, but all right, girl. Oh, God, bless her heart. Bless her, Jesus. Ooh, this nigga is a fucking moocher and a user, because, baby. All right. And then today, Treach and Egypt were on the Breakfast Club, I guess, promoting the show. I didn't get to see the full interview, but I did see this snippet of the interview that Charlamagne the Guy put up, and oh, was it some piping hot tea, baby. So they asked Treach about him and Pepper's relationship right now and how they, co-parenting. He said they're in a good place right about now, but that things between them still get a little bit murky because of the book that she wrote 10 years ago. So listen.
Y'all good now?
Yeah.
All y'all good now?
We good. It's certain things that come up from her book.
Yeah. Right.
And now it's gonna be a Salt and Pepper movie. So they come to me, and I'm looking at the character they got for me, and they want to release it, and it will never happen. You feel me? It's like, what's love got to do with it? Was a great movie, but it wasn't our story. I'm like, the real story?
Yeah.
Ooh, it would have been classic.
But what's the real story?
The real story about us, Treach and Pepper. First of all, what would you think a divorce would come? What's the number one cause of divorce?
Cheating.
Finance.
Finance.
All right.
News.
For the record, I never had to cheat on her. We had broads.
Okay. In Atlanta. Sorry.
You feel me?
Y'all.
I had a beautiful marriage.
Mm-hmm. So y'all had other girlfriends, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened?
What happened when the girlfriend goes with the wife and then have their own eps?
So you got jealous?
No, I just got cheated on.
But, okay, you said y'all didn't have to because
I said I didn't have to.
Okay.
I'm a man with two women.
I get it. I get it.
So
Because it was the other way around.
Exactly.
It was the same thing. They were like, oh, we had an arrangement, but now you messing with the women on your own.
Now it's a different arrangement.
I get it. Same rules apply.
You can't say that because, you got jealous. No, he got cheated on.
Well, no, I thought it was the same woman that was in the relationship, and she went with her?
Not when
No,
I'm
if it was a part of the plan, now you could go and do this and y'all could
Yeah, I
go.
don't know. It could have
That's
been open.
one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But not when it's not a part of the plan. Now it's like, oh, you asked for a separation to do this. Now I'm asked for the divorce.
Okay.
So we was together 10 years and married for almost one.
Now, Adrian, did you know this part?
No, I did not. See my
The
face?
real story. The real story, let me tell you, is so great. Now, I ain't even finished reading the book, but it was I pulled her hair. When I met Pepper, she was bald from all the dye.
All the time.
You feel me? And it was a wig on top. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain things that go on when you look facts like, yo, when did this happen? What? Tell the real story. I wasn't no angel. I was straight off the streets. But tell the real story is so much better.
And that,
Well, there you have it, baby. I got bras in Atlanta. Ooh, ow, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. So they was over there having bitches, baby, bitches and threesomes, bitch. He said, I ain't have no reason to motherfucking cheat. I believe both of them. I believe that there was abuse, and I believe that there was, other women in their relationship. I can't believe, though, that Pepper left him to be with the bitch they was fucking. That's why I tell you, don't be doing that threesome shit. But yeah, child, sip on that motherfucking tea, because there was some piping hot tea, and it only gets better with each review. It's popping over here. If you ain't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's lit over here in these Kobe pink streets, okay? All right, now on to my motherfucking review. So JoJo and Tanice go shopping for their wedding registry. Soon as they got to talk about the wedding, and he said he wanted macaroni and cheese, and she said she didn't want none, I stopped liking her. I immediately stopped liking Tanice, because who in the fuck don't like macaroni and cheese? Baked macaroni and cheese, bitch, you ain't had my motherfucking macaroni and cheese. My macaroni and cheese, everything. She said she ain't want none, she ain't like it. She said it was disgusting. I was like, who are you? He said, are you white? What the fuck, bitch? What? Girl, yeah, Tanice got to go. She got to go. She said she don't even want soul food at the wedding. I'm like, what you think this kind of wedding is? You think you hoity-toity? You think you Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie? What the fuck, girl? So she brings up being free without Mia. She was like, we're able to shop. We can go get something to eat after this because we ain't got the baby with us. Basically trying to say, if we had another kid, it wouldn't be like this. So he brings up that he still wants a boy because he's Joseph Jr. and he wants a Joseph III. And, he feels like he has to carry on his family's legacy, through his name because, it's just him. He's the only boy. Well, that's not true. He's not the only. Well, he'll be carrying on the Joseph name, but there's still Diggy and the other little boy. But he wants to carry on his father's name. So she doesn't like kids being named after their father or whatever. He looking at her like, excuse you? Like, if we have a son, I'm naming him after me and my father, and it is what it is. And she was just like, okay, whatever. Like, they was going back and forth arguing about it. I'm going to speak more about my feelings on this a little bit later, but yeah, they dealing with some deal breaker type shit. And everybody not being motherfucking truthful. That's all I got to say right now. So Angela arrives looking like psychedelic Barbie. I don't know where the fuck she was going. She explains to JoJo that the whole point of them being there is to pick out stuff for the registry so people can buy it for the fucking wedding. He like, oh shit, I didn't even know this. So now he excited about picking out stuff because he thought they was going to have to pay for it. I was like, oh my God, men don't understand nothing. So Angela agrees on the whole mac and cheese thing. And then Tanice double back saying, I said macaroni and balls. And I was like, no, that's not what you said. Then she was like, I said I would do soul food. And I was like, no, you didn't say that, sis. And he was like, no, you didn't say that. Like, where the fuck, like, run the tape back. It seems like once Angela was in on it, she was like, oh, so it's not, I think she looks at Angela like she has class and taste. So if Angela says that it's cool, then it's cool. It'll be dope for the wedding. It won't look ghetto or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, girl, people would go crazy over some macaroni and cheese at a wedding. What you tripping off of? So, Sam and his eye patch go to talk to Treach to get his blessing to marry Egypt. He nervous and shit. He pacing back and forth. He get on the bus and Treach on the bus looking like a fuckable Mr. T, bitch. Even with that motherfucking cross shit, blade, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I just close my eyes and let him hit. Cause baby, you can't tell me Treach ain't got some good motherfucking shit or dick. He look like he got that chocolate cocaine, bitch. If you've ever read any of my books, Torn especially, you know what some chocolate cocaine dick is. He look like he have you doubled over, orgasming for like 5 hours. He look like he put all his back and his hips and thrust and you like you feel that dick all up in your esophagus, bitch. That dick will be poking you in the back of your eye, girl. I just came on myself, Lord Jesus. So Sam is shocked to know that Treach already knows why he's there. Sam asked for his blessing. Treach said, if you marry my daughter, you marry the family. He tried to be all intimidating and shit. Sam said, I ain't looking to get married today. I want to wait a year or two. I don't have much money right now. And Treach said, I don't believe in divorce because I'm a Christian. And when I divorced her mother, it was a sin. I got to deal with God on that. She's my firstborn daughter and she loves you. So I'm going to give you my blessing on one condition, that you never put your hands on her unless you're going to hug her. You're marrying the mob, so don't disappoint me. And see, this when I took away wanting to fuck Treach, because I need for parents to just stop telling their kids or their daughters specifically that a man just ain't supposed to put your hands on you. It's more than that. How about instead of giving your blessing, you should have told him in that year or two that you wanted to wait until marriage. How about in that year or two, you prove to me that you can not only financially support my daughter, but support her dreams and her aspirations, as well as she supports yours. You just said to me, you don't have money right now. So how about in that year or two, you go get you a job, have a steady paycheck, get your own place. Make sure that y'all are paying the rent and everything on time. Stop living off my ex-wife. Stop living off this paycheck from this show. How about you put the same energy in making sure my daughter has studio time and pushing her career? And then we'll address this conversation 2 years from now, instead of just saying don't put your hands on her. It's more than being a husband than making sure this nigga don't put his hands on her. You're giving your daughter away to a nigga that cannot even financially afford her. The whole point of marriage back in the day was for the a boy's family to give the other family a dowry in order to take their daughter, whatever, to make sure the family and the daughter is financially stable, whatever. It was all about money back in the day, and you need to make sure that your daughter is in a financially stable environment, that he's loving her, he's supporting her dreams, everything that she has going on, and that I want to see how your relationship is with your children. How is it with your kid's mother? It's way more than just don't put your hands on her, sir. And if you're a Christian man like you say you are, how about you say you believe in God? Show me you believe in God. Do you take my daughter to church? Let me see y'all going to church. How about you come to church with me? You know what I'm saying? It's more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I was very disappointed in the fact that he would allow this man to marry his daughter under these kind of circumstances. So TT and Brianna meet up. Brianna says that Sam constantly reaches out to her via text and on social media saying that they're the same and this and that. And Brianna was like, we're not the same. I don't wear dresses. And boy, that nigga's a character. When I went on his Instagram page, I was just looking like, this what you like? Okay, girl. So Brianna said, does he look? Now, TT was like, apparently I'm in love with him. And Brianna said, does he look in the mirror? I still question his sexuality, and I do too, bitch. So TT says that she's going to take Egypt to the show and have them get lost so she won't make it on time. So Treach meets up with Pepper on her bus to talk, and she asks him and Sam in, one piece and how he feels about him. And Treach says if she accepts, I feel we should accept too. And Pepper says, I feel the same way. So he says, so don't let TT and Ty get in the way. And I'm just looking like, you dumb and you dumber. Like, but okay. So JoJo and Tanice go for marriage counseling with Rev Run. It's weird for her because she don't want to cross the line with Rev. And I would be feeling the same way too. Who wants to talk about your relationship problems in front of your in-laws because you don't want them to be looking at you any kind of way or whatever the case may be. You don't want your in-laws all in your business. So Run says, is there anything that will give you all cold feet? And JoJo says, we bicker, so how do we get through that? And Run says, y'all been together for 9 years, almost 10, so there's a glue there that holds y'all together, which I agree, but they still need to learn how to effectively communicate and argue without yelling and raising their voice and not understanding where the other person is coming from and not valuing what the other person says. So JoJo says, I've seen where women get a ring and hold that against their man and try to change certain things about them, like telling them you can't go here, you can't hang around with this person, that person. So I think those things need to be established before the ring. Fuck that. So Run says, are you happy? To Tanice. And she says JoJo comes home whenever he wants to. And JoJo says in this industry, I work late hours. I might be in the studio trying to do this and that. So yeah, I might be coming in late or whatever. Run says, is it all work or are you out having a good time is what's probably on her mind. JoJo says, my job is a good time. And Tanice in her confessional says, him being out at all times forced me to quit my job and be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm tired of it. Now, see, this is where I got a problem with Tanice and who is her mom and who is her daddy and who is raising her. Because she needs a big sis, a mama, a auntie to come in and talk to her, because you quit your job because you wanted to, not because he put a gun to your head. And if he did ask you to quit your job and you decided to, use a fool. Because him being out all late at night did not force you to quit your job. You could have still been working if you wanted to. There's a thing called child care, you know what I'm saying? Or family members that would have helped you with your child if you paid them to. If you wanted to continue to work, you should have. That's one of the things that we as women have to stop doing, is putting all our energy into these men and allowing them to flourish in their careers and what they want to do and what they aspire to. And then we sitting back on the sidelines, twiddling our thumb, not being happy with what we got going on in our lives because we so focused on making them happy. That's where she fucked up at. And if you want to go back to work, fucking go back to work. It's as simple as that. And if he got a problem with it, you can stay at home with her. You can stay at home with our daughter if that's the case. If you feeling some type of way about me going to work, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. You a woman, assert yourself. Like, she needs that grown woman talk. And as far as JoJo is concerned, he does need to learn that, yeah, you are in the music industry, but you ain't Jay-Z. You ain't for real, because he used them as analogies, but you're not them yet, sir. So you need to be coming in the house at a decent time. If this is something that bothers me and affects me, then you need to respect my feelings and come in at a decent enough time. 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Come in the motherfucking house, nigga, and take your ass the fuck to bed. So Run says to JoJo, I think you can make some changes. It's 1 a.m. Let me go home just to make her happy. JoJo says, I want another kid. Run says to Tanice, are you interested in having another child right now? She says, no. Run says, y'all talk that out. JoJo says, well, Dad, this is a deal breaker for me. Now, he put it on the table. This is a deal breaker for me. This was the time to have this conversation when he said that. So Run says to Tanice, would you ever consider having another child? And she says, down the line, maybe if, but years from now. And JoJo says, I don't want it to be 10 years from now. Run says, well, Tanice, when you'll have to meet him in the middle. And then in her confessional, she says, I don't know why they won't listen to me when I say I don't want to have another kid. They would have listened to you if, when he doubled down on it and said, this is a deal breaker for me. And when Run says, is this something that you'll be willing to do? If you would have said no, that would have been listening to them. But you changed your mind, or you said it for whatever reason and said it's something that I could probably do years from now. You didn't stick to your guns on that situation. I don't know if it's because you don't want to lose him. I don't know what's the case. You just want the wedding, you want the ring, you want the last name. I don't know what it is, but that was your problem and your fault right there that you didn't speak up and stick to your guns on the situation. You weren't truthful in that moment when you said that you no longer wanted children. You didn't stick to your guns, so that is your fault. And you got to figure out what's going on, you homegirl, on why you didn't stick to what the fuck you said. If you don't want more children, stick to that shit. Be prepared to lose him, the wedding, the ring, the relationship, whatever. Don't marry that boy, trick him into thinking that you want another kid, and then when it's come time, you standing on some, I don't want no kids, I don't want no kids, but you sat there before the wedding and said that it was something that you would consider doing years from now. So don't do that to him. If you're really serious about not wanting any more children, and you know this for a fact that you will not change your mind on this, tell that boy the truth and deal with the fucking consequences. But obviously, she didn't, and they continued on. It was a relationship because they ended up getting married anyway. But I think that's fucked up if she went into this relationship knowing damn well she didn't want kids and gonna end up changing her mind later and wasting this damn boy time when he could have been with somebody else that did want to give him another kid. You can't play with people's lives like that. So it's the day of the show. Sam getting his hair braided, talking about getting a record deal and going on tour and shit in Egypt. Old dumbass talking about we're gonna go together. He like, sure we are. So TT arrives to get Egypt. Sam up here getting his face painted to look like the Joker because she's his Harley Quinn. Gag me with a spoon. Egypt and TT get in the car after getting their hair and makeup done. She's so excited for the show and is happy that TT is there to support them. And so she started noticing they're going the wrong way and that she's late. So the driver pulls up to an address that is in the venue, and TT like, you know what? What's the name of the venue? And she was like, Whiskey Go-Go. She was like, I told him Whiskey Tango. So Egypt said, you telling me that you gave him the wrong address? I cannot miss this show. So Tyran, Brianna, and Lil Twist arrive at the show. Sam is looking for Egypt. Egypt is freaking out in the car because they have A&Rs coming and shit, and they're in traffic. TT now thinks that she done went too far. Sam is about to go on stage, and then Tyran texts TT and tells her that the plan she concocted might work, and Egypt is in the motherfucking car freaking the fuck out because she about to miss her motherfucking engagement in the show. Child, I get tonight's episode of not Love and Hip Hop, Growing Up Hip Hop, a B-. Tonight's episode was good. The rest of the season like it's gonna be fire. Let's talk down below. What do y'all think about Tanice and JoJo's relationship? What do y'all think about Treach giving Sam the okay to marry Egypt? Let's talk down below. What do you think about Sam's music and his video? What do y'all think about what Treach said about Pepper and his marriage on the Breakfast Club? We got a lot to talk about down in the comment section, y'all. So make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to my motherfucking channel. And make sure y'all hit that notification bell button and click all so you know when my motherfucking videos drizzop. And I will see y'all Saturday for my power review and Sunday for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember, I got some piping hot tea on both shows. Love y'all. Bye.